Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Brian Clausen, as your field makes its way into turn 3, it's time to get out of your seat and on your feet because, ladies and gentlemen, these are the cars, these are the stars of the 21st Price Chopper Front Row Challenge!
Off of turn 4 to the cone, green flag waves!
Off into turn 1 and 2, Darren Pittman's going to run out to the race lead. Brian Brown running in second right now. David Gravel running in third. Everybody making their way through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide racing action in the middle of the pack. As up front, Darren Pittman under fire for Brian Brown.
Darren Pittman will lead lap number 1 as they work out the front sheep of the battle down in the third spot. Here comes Lasonsky to the inside of Gravel. Now your race is for the lead. Danny Lasonsky up into the third spot as they work down the back straightaway. Brownie now to the inside as they work off of turn 4.
Off of turn number 4, Brian Brown working down to the bottom side. Darren Pittman continuing to work high side as they work into turns 1 and 2. Pittman again up to the cushion. Brown pounding that bottom side as they have Danny Lasonsky in tow in that third spot.
Green flag is out. Here we go. Down into turn number 1. Here comes Brian Brown down to the inside. You've got a new leader in turn number 2. But now Pittman back to the outside, side by side, down the back straightaway.
Into turns 3 and 4, Brian Brown advantage on the inside line. Darren Pittman pedaling up over the cushion. It's going to be Brian Brown to the race lead. Swamp lines this time into turns 1 and 2. Darren Pittman down to the bottom and back to the race lead. Caution now, driver up against the wall over in turns 3 and 4. That looks like the 10. Back underway, Brown leading the field, this time into turns 1 and 2. Daniel Lasonsky going to drop to the bottom side of the racetrack to find a battle for second. Not able to get it done. Darren Pittman down the back straightaway with the run. The battle is about to be for the lead.
Through turns 3 and 4, Brownie on the bottom. Here comes Pittman on the outside. Down the front chute, you've got a new leader. Darren Pittman now leading Brian Brown as they race into turn number 2. Lasonsky and then Rico Abreu. Now battle between David Gravel and Kerry Madsen in turn 2. Gravel running down, Rico Abreu down the back straightaway as Pittman continues to lead. Here comes Gravel, slides up, got it in turn 4.
David Gravel up into the 4th spot now. Will set his sights on the GoMuddy.com number 2. Daniel Lasonsky as Rico Abreu going to work top shelf into turns 1 and 2. Goes up and slaps the ball a little bit.
Here comes Madsen to the outside of 3 car. Battle for third down the back chute, 3 wide. Madsen now to the inside of Lasonsky. Lasonsky says no. Here comes Brad Sweet to the inside of Madsen in turn 3.
3 wide battle further back in the field. Craig Delansky's threading the needle as they roll to the back straightaways. They're 3 wide to the first straightaway. Brad Sweet down to the bottom side. He's got it. Up in the third goes the 49. Kerry Madsen banks it off the wall and takes 4th away from Daniel Lasonsky. What a move. Second, third, and 4th. Keep your eye to the high side. Kerry Madsen determined to use that wall for traction all the way around the racetrack, and this time he may get it done. As Brad Sweet now trying to throw the ball. Kerry Madsen off of the wall on the high side. He will take the position away. The Madman is up to 3rd at 29. Has set sights on the 21 of Brian Brown. He will roll up to the high side. Banks it off the wall once again. Now, keep your eye on Brian Brown. Can he hold off the 29 of Kerry Madsen? This time in a turn 3 and 4. Madsen will roll to the high side. Brown down to the bottom. Here comes the Madman.
Down now, Madsen got the spot for Brian Brown. He'll take second. Brown, he's still running in that third spot. Darren Pittman through turn 3 and 4 for the final time as he works off of turn number 4. $21,000 to Darren Pittman in Oskaloosa. Kerry Madsen comes home second. Brian Brown third. Brad Sweet fourth. And Daniel Lasonsky rounds out your top 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, he climbs to the top of his machine. $21,000 richer, your winner, Darren Pittman!